we serious right now? Oh, it's really up there. Holy crap. Oh, wait. Here it comes. And yeet. Yeet. What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back with a very special Cavaliers-esque live stream. I say that because the Cavs are technically involved in this stream somewhat. I'll be talking a little bit about them. But you see the title, right? The All-Star break is essentially over. And I will say, it was much needed, I'm sure. A lot of the guys were able to get away for a little bit, get some much needed R&R, a little bit maybe, I'm sure they kept up with the, staying in shape part. They didn't just, leave the team and all of a sudden just go hog wild, go to every buffet knowing the man. I do know they went elsewhere, out of the country. I think I heard like going on vacation and stuff. I'm not sure exactly where, but I'm sure they took advantage of this break because now it's time to get back down to business. There's actually a basketball game on tonight too. There's only one game, and I know people are like, "Why?" Well, this was the game that was supposed to be played back in January, but uh wildfires. Yeah. Hornets and Lakers tonight. And word on the street is Mark Williams will be playing. Oh, that's going to be awkward. Because then Laker fans are going to be like, yo, Mark Williams should have been in a Laker uniform. But instead, he's still a Hornet. That was the most awkward, but definitely, well, yeah, that was kind of an awkward situation, now that you really think about it. Because for about, what is it, a couple days, Laker fans were so sure Mark Williams was a Laker. They were excited. They got Luka. Then they go out and trade for a big center in Mark Williams. And then what do you know? What is it? A couple days after the deadline ended? Oh, actually, the trade's rescinded because of health issues with Mark Williams. That's tough. In fact, the Hornets even tried to, I guess, fight it. But yeah, so it looks like that trade didn't happen after all. That's a buzzkill. Now instead, the Lakers have Alex Len at center. I mean, you're down bad when you're on Twitter, not even just on Twitter, but like everywhere, hyping up Alex Len. I mean, damn, son. Honestly, I mean, Alex Len isn't horrible, but like, bro, come on. He's like on the Mason or Miles Plumlee tier of centers. I mean, come on. Come on. He's a good depth center, but if he's your starting center, yeah, you might be cooked, to be honest. But what do I know? I'm a Cavs fan. I have arguably one of the best, 4 or 5 combos in the NBA with Evan Mobley and, of course, Jarrett Allen. We love Jarrett Allen over here. We love the Fro. Even though this past offseason, a lot of Cavs fans wanted him traded. I only would have accepted him getting traded for the right package. If you're going to trade Jarrett Allen, you got to get like a borderline all-star, superstar player. Because that's how good he is. Right? Oh, but Jarrett Allen. Yeah, I mean, Jarrett Allen ain't going to boss around every center in the NBA, but he'll get you valuable rebounds and he'll clean up the rim and stuff. He'll clean up the post. Yep. He's amazing. Love it. So, before I get into my second half predictions, which, again, I'll be utilizing Tiermaker for that. First, I'm going to go over some news that came out over the last day or so. Starting off with arena news. Yeah, I don't really talk about the arena too much. But technically it's got a new name. Somewhat. Same sponsor, just a shortened name. As, of course, this is the arena's 30th birthday, or anniversary, I guess. You can say birthday, I guess. You know, it's like the 30th anniversary of the arena being built. And the arena is formerly known as Gund Arena and Quicken Loans Arena. It was changed to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse a few years ago. Well, now it's Rocket Arena. Honestly, when they came out with the new name, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, I was like, Fieldhouse? I think it would have sounded cooler as the Rocket Mortgage Center. It's the Rocket Arena. It rolls right off the tongue. It's short and simple, right? It's not a mouthful. But yeah, Rocket Mortgage. I guess you could technically call it Rocket Mortgage Arena. But yeah, Rocket Arena. Okay. I mean, the good thing is I can still call it The Rock. But yeah, so that's cool, I guess. You know, not gonna, make a fuss over a freaking arena name. I mean, arenas, buildings like that change names all the time. In fact, I just saw, was it yesterday or last night? The Phoenix Suns Arena, what was it called, like the Footprint Center or whatever? They're going to get a new naming rights sponsor because they're trying to host the All-Star game in a few years. I think they will, actually. So they're going to have a new arena name as well. So for the time being, they're going to be called PHX Arena. Ooh. I guess that's like the Browns Stadium being called Cleveland Browns Stadium until Huntington Bank Field became the new name. So, yeah, that's not the only news to talk about. As earlier this morning, the Cavs also signed Naquan Tomlin to a 10-day contract. Now, I know I've been talking a lot about how the Cavs are going to go out in the buyout market and get a big man and stuff. Oh, but is this their big man? No, I doubt it. Unless Naquan actually gets playing time and he shows that he is really good, then they might keep him around. I think Naquan Tomlin's essentially going to be auditioning for one of those two-way spots that's probably going to become open once they convert Luke Travers or whoever to a standard contract, which I'm sure will be happening pretty soon. I feel like that's what they're going to do. They're going to do that, and then they're going to get a guy on the buyout market because they need a big man for sure. Yeah. Now, this gives them the ability to wait until March 1st, which is the buyout deadline, to evaluate and see if the buyout market gets any better. Right? Now, Bojan Bogdanovic, a guy who I really, really wanted on the buyout market if he was to be bought out, actually, he's out for the year now. Yeah. He's having foot surgery again. So he's out for the year. So yeah, that's another option off the board. Um, I would still be down with Mo Bamba. Not just because of the song, but yeah, he's actually decent too. I kind of hope and wish Capella would become available, but with the Hawks actually still being in the race, I don't think they're going to get rid of him. The only way they would get rid of Capella is if like Okongwu and Gee actually look really good. And I don't know about Mogri or Gay, which is actually how you kind of say his name. Gay. It's funky spelled, but I think it's gay. It sounds like you're trying to say gay with some funky looking freaking ad thing to it, like accent. Gay. But yeah, Naquan Tomlin, as you see his stats, they're pretty good in the G League. Granted, it's the G League. But yeah, he's doing pretty good from what I hear. And we'll see what he can do. Again, if he balls out and then we convert Luke Travers or maybe JT Thor if they can't find a big man, they could sign Naquan to a two-way deal for the rest of the year. Problem with that is he wouldn't be eligible for the playoffs. I don't think that would be an issue, to be fair, if we do what I think we're going to do. What's up, Kurum? I know you're having fun this year watching your Thunder, right? Especially with Chet and Isaiah on the court, finally, after all this time. But that is really the only little bit of news. And now it's time to essentially get down to the part of the stream that you guys have been waiting for. But first, let's take a look at what I had before the season started. And of course, you see behind me, you see this ugly mug, right? Me. Yeah. Look at that doofus with the freaking hair. What the heck is up with the hair, bro? This freaking doofus over here, bro. What the heck? But yeah, so this is the Western Conference. Let's actually start off with the East. So I'm gonna go back. I know I actually forgot about the Hornets, but they're so bad it didn't even really matter. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, right here. So here is the... yeah, look at that. Freaking blurry-ass stream. I have noticed my streams have been so clear lately. But look how blurry my stream was. Now I know how y'all felt when you guys would watch my streams and say, ew, blurry. Man, it was... What am I looking at? It was kind of blurry, isn't it? Yeah. As you see, before the season, I had the Celtics at 1. Close there. Knicks at 2. Bucks at 3. The Cavs at 4. Crazy Dog didn't believe in his team. Well, the thing is, we really hadn't made any changes to the roster. Again, the only new faces that we had from last year were Luke Travers, technically, because he came from Australia, the NBL, and JT Thor. Everybody else was back. Oh, and Jalen Tyson, too, the rookie. But everybody else was back. Legit didn't change a damn thing about the main part of the roster. We brought everybody back. They ran it all the way back. Except for the coaching staff, which I love that coaching staff, by the way. They killed it with the coaching staff hires. So yeah, that's the top 4. I had Sixers and Magic as the 5-6. And the play-in, Pacers, Heat, Raptors, Hawks. So again, I got half the play-in teams right. And then for some reason I thought, oh yeah, the Bulls are going to be ass this year. Well, they're actually mid again. Pistons, though. The Pistons is a lottery team, and look where they are. What are they, 6th seed now? Damn, JB. I tell you what, though. JB works his magic when it comes to these young teams. Right? He is so good at turning young teams from lottery to like borderline play-in playoff team. But then, once that team essentially grows up, he just kind of loses his touch. Like with us. He'll reach his limit at some point, and I'm sure the Pistons will realize that, and they'll get a coach who can help take them to the next level like we did. And tell you what, Kenny has got us to the next level and then some. But, gee, surprise, surprise, I predicted the Wizards to have one of the worst records next to the Hornets. Now, looking at what this thing looks like right now, as we'll flip over to this. Let's do this. There we go. So, again, Cavs, Celtics, Knicks, Pacers, Bucks, and Pistons are the top 6. It's actually not that far off with some of these. Wow. Magic, Hawks, Heat, and Bulls are in the play-in, of course. Like, I literally said, the Bulls are going to be a lottery team. Of course they're going to be in the freaking play-in. That's what they are. They're a play-in team. Every freaking year. Man, I did not see the Sixers being booty cheeks this year on my prediction at all. I did not see that coming at all. Granted, because Joel Embiid can't get on the court. Paul George has been hurt a little bit. Maxey is killing it. But with no Embiid, They just been and they're actually tied with the Nets for 12th. If the Nets slip into the freaking play-in as a team that was supposed to be tanking, wow. Got to give credit to Coach Fernandez because he has them playing really good. Raptors, Hornets, and Wizards. Yeah, they stink. I actually thought the freaking Raptors were going to be a borderline play-in, but no, they stink. 17-38. Hey, on there, Freddie Wap. Oh, man. That's tough. Wow. So that was the Eastern portion. Now, let's get into what I think will happen in the second half. Okay? So let's flip over to this little baby right here. There we go. Okay. So, who's going to be the first seed? It's really going to be either us, the Cavs, or the Celtics. Do I think the Cavs can hold off Boston? And my answer is yes, they can. I think it'll be close, but I think we will hold them off. Second place will be Boston. I think third place. Ooh, I mean, I'm going to look at the standings again here, guys. Okay. The Knicks are pretty good distance away from the Pacers. I don't see the Pacers catching up to the freaking Knicks, to be honest. The Knicks going into the 3 seed. But here's where things get complicated. Because the Pacers are way back of the Knicks. The distance between 4th, 5th, and 6th is 1 game apiece. The Pacers are a game ahead of the Bucks, who are a game ahead of the Pistons. There could be a lot of movement in that section. And with that being said, I think if they can stay healthy, I got the Bucks going on a run and getting that 4th seed. And then I got the Pacers just barely hanging on to the 5th seed. When you look at, outside looking in, you have the Magic, who are right there. The Hawks are right there as well, and even the Heat. Can any of those teams catch the Pistons? Ooh. Let's see the Pistons. Well, wait. You got to think about JB's tendencies in the second half. Look at how the Cavs were in the second half in past years. They would be killing it in the first half. Second half, they fall on their face. Unfortunately for the Pistons, I think that happens this time around again. I think the Magic get on a little surge, they get a little run going, and they get that 6th spot. Pistons, how far down do they fall? I do have them in the plan. I have them actually, I have the Hawks getting a little thing going too. I actually have the Pistons in the plan. But I'm going to go, where are they at? I'm going to go Hawks. Not lottery. Play-in. Pistons are going to be in the play-in. Actually, I'm going to have the Pistons staying ahead of the Hawks. There we go. Pistons, Hawks. And then rounding it out, Heat and Bulls, really, because... Oh, wait. Yeah. The Sixers slipping in there. Dude, do you really think the Sixers are going to stay out of the freaking play-in? No. The Sixers, they will actually usurp or pass up the Hawks there. And then, who else am I missing? Yeah, the Heat. The Heat are going to be in the play-in again. Because, again, they're like a play-in team. Even without Jimmy, I do have them slipping in. Giggity. Now, what about the lottery? How do I see the lottery going? Well, I don't really see much movement. I mean, the lottery teams are all kind of jumbled up. Well, the Nets are tied with the Sixers. But I don't see them really going too far. Raptors stink. Hornets and the Wizards, they're just waiting for the season to end. I do think the Nets will be right outside looking in. Yeah, the Nets will be the first team out of the lottery, or first, the next closest outside the play-in. After that, I mean, I'm just gonna go Raptors, Hornets, and then the Wizards. There we go. So that's how I have it going. That's how I have it going. Yeah, I forgot the Bulls again. Damn it. Last time it was the Hornets, this time it's the Bulls. I have the Bulls kind of floundering a little bit because, no DeRozan. Obviously, he hasn't been there all year. He got traded in the offseason. But no LaVine. They still have Vooch. But I think this is when they finally kind of fall off and they end up in the lottery. So that's how I have it. I mean, for the lottery, order doesn't really matter too much, but yeah. So that is the Eastern Conference. Overall, I think it's pretty close. He has playing for some U.S. exhibition game this past summer. Oh, yeah, JT Thor, yeah. He was pretty good with the Hornets. I mean, that dude would always go off against us when we played them late in the year. Bulls aren't great. They don't have a direction. I agree with you on JB. PG fell off bad. Raptors been competitive. You can already put the Thunder holding off the first seed. Yeah, nobody's catching the Thunder. Yeah. So now we take that away. And now let's see what I had for the West. Oh, gee. How bad was I on this? I have a feeling I was kind of off. Oh, I mean, to be fair, I wasn't too bad. Now that I'm really looking at it. Okay. So here's the West. Right away. I had the Nuggets as the number 1 seed. Boy. All right. So I had Nuggets, Thunder, Suns, and Wolves. I had the Clippers and the Mavs in the 5-6 hole. My playing teams. Oh, God. The Pelicans. Man, talk about a team that just never got out of the gates. That team literally has not been healthy at all. God, man, I feel bad for the Pelicans, man. They had a good team, but they just couldn't stay healthy. Zion was always out. Trade Murphy, Herb Jones. They just could not stay on the court together from the beginning. And even DeJounte Murray, that dude barely played. He's hurt again. Bruh. Like, come on now. Now, looking at how things changed, right? Looking at the West here, what it looks like now. Thunder, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Rockets, Lakers, and Clippers are your top 6. So, yeah, I mean, I missed completely on the Rockets. I mean, did I really think the Rockets are going to be this good? I figured they could be better. Damn. Damn. The Lakers, I knew they were going to be much, much better, especially now with Luka. And then the Clippers, I knew they were going to be decent. Timberwolves, Mavs, Kings, and Warriors in the play-in. And then Suns, Spurs, Blazers, Jazz, and Pelicans on the outside looking in. Yeah, the Suns. I guess the Rockets went up. The Suns went down. Down. The Kings, they're still in there, I guess. They're fighting for a play-in spot again. With De'Aaron Fox gone. But they did add LaVine and they have DeRozan. We'll see how they do with Sabonis now as well. Man, you know what team I'm looking forward to watching more of? The Spurs. With Fox and Wembanyama in them. See how they do. We'll see how they do. But what's crazy is the Rockets used to be like a top 2, top 3 team. But then going 3-7 in your last 10, that'll lead to a little bit of a fall off. And now they're only, what, a half a game ahead of the Lakers? If the Lakers win tonight, they'll only be one full game back, essentially. Because the Lakers will be 33-20. The Rockets will be 34-21. Wow. Gonna be a fun ending to the season in the West, that's for sure. Now again, going back, I had Nuggets, Thunder, Suns. Wow, my God. I was pretty close to the Clippers, to be fair. Yeah, I was pretty close to the Clippers. Probably the closest one besides the Thunder. Yeah. I'm gonna see if I got any of them exactly right. I don't think I did. No, I did not. No. Blazers, okay, Jazz, Rockets, Spurs, and Warriors in the lottery. Bruh. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. The funniest part is reading the chat, too. Haram talking about Dashy. He warned, hey, Karam, look at that. You warned Dashy that the Thunder they're gonna be good. Oh, they are good. One of the top teams in the league. All right, so that is that. Again, one quick little peek at the standings. So there's that. What's up, Man of Destruction? I see you got a new profile picture. Rockets are a good team, but they are a year away from being serious. Great, how are you? I guess you could say the sun's set a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Enough lollygagging around. Let's get on with this thing here. Let me do this. Let me clear these images here. I don't want to reset because that would have to redo the title for each column. But now let's do the West. The Western Conference. And obviously, you guys already know who I have at number one. I mean, it's the Thunder. Nobody's catching the Thunder. Number two, go out on a limb. I'll say the Grizzlies hold number two. Rockets will get back up to third because I think they'll pick it back up. The Nuggets, I think, will kind of fade a little bit. I think they're going to be in fourth. So there's your top four. Right now, the 5-6 is Lakers and Clippers. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to keep that the way it is because I know the Lakers could. That's true. The Lakers could easily be up there. But I mean, can they catch the Grizzlies and the Nuggets? They're only a half a game or so back of the Rockets. You know what? I'm going to change that. Hold up. I'm going to change that. I'm going to move the Lakers. I'm going to put the Rockets in fifth. The Lakers will jump to third. Because with Luka, when he gets going, they're taking off. They'll jump to the third seed. Nuggets will be 4. Rockets will be 5. Number 6. I could really go to anybody, to be honest. Number 6, I think Dallas or Minnesota could easily get in there. Clippers would be number 5 seed. Yeah. I just don't trust the Rockets. I have them fading away a little bit more, a little bit. Yeah. So that's my top 6. Playing around right now. Again, the West is a jumbled mess out, after you get to the when you get to the 4th seed. It is a cluster right now. So much movement is going to happen. Wolves, Mavs, Kings, and Warriors are currently the play-in. Suns, Spurs, Blazers, Jazz, and Pelicans are outside. The only teams that I really could see making a run outside looking in that could get in, Suns, Spurs, really, and maybe the Blazers. But I think they're still a little bit off. I think they're maybe like a year or so really from getting after it. I do have the Timberwolves making it again. They're not going anywhere. It'd be a travesty if they miss the playoffs. So where are they at? Ah, here they are. Okay, so I have them getting in the play-in. I do have the Suns making it too, by the way. Yeah, the Suns will make it. Kings? Ooh, I mean the Mavs. I have them making it. Again, it's a ginormous cluster right now, so a lot can happen. Hey, I got Pupper Dukes trying to, trying to be slick, getting in here trying to steal stuff. My puppers are trying to come in here and steal stuff. Man, word of advice: if you're looking to get a dog, be careful if you get a beagle. Them things always be looking for stuff to get into. Gotta like baby proof your house if you get a beagle. Nose is always to the ground and they're always looking for stuff to get into. All right, so I have the Warriors getting, and they're playing again. And then in the final two, I have the Mavericks. Where are they at? Oh, here they are. Mavericks. And then wrapping it up, I have the Suns. Yeah. Spurs, I have them a year really away from really taking that lead. But they could jump in. Because the thing is, the Mavericks are freaking injured at center. Can they weather that storm? I don't know. Like I said, it's a ginormous cluster right now in the West. And then the Kings, I actually have them kind of fading off a bit. And then, of course, the other teams, they all stink. I mean, the Jazz, the Blazers will be much better. The Jazz, they stink. And the Pelicans just cannot get on the freaking floor together. So there's a look at my Western Conference. You love watching the Cavs on TV? Yeah, they're a damn good team. I'm excited to watch them tomorrow. I'll be live for them against the Nets. Should be fun. Kings are out of it. Forget about them. I think the Kings could make it interesting again because so much can happen. I mean, the Spurs could go on a run and really make something happen, but it's just such a cluster. So much movement is going to happen. And I cannot wait to see how wrong I am on these when I look at after the season. Right? So that's what I have for my second half. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I'll keeping this nice and short. I wanted to get this done because there is a game tonight. The game wasn't originally scheduled. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I got. Gonna check Twitter one time just to see if anything fun has happened, like any not trades, but signings in the NBA. Although if there was a signing, I would have got a tweet about it. Oh yeah, the Nets are waving Boyan Bogdanovic. Okay, because he's hurt. Makes sense. Makes sense. That sucks, man. Maurice Martin to the who? Nah. God, that would have been so cool if like freaking Boyan wasn't freaking hurt, but he hurt his foot again. Stephen A. Smith talking about the Cavs earlier on First Take said the more I look at them, the more I think they're going to be in the NBA Finals. If you make the NBA Finals without LeBron, that would be awesome. What's this now? AJ Hinch, Brian Kenny's manager rankings. He doesn't even have Stephen Vogt in the top 10. Wow. Dude, I tell you what, these MLB media personalities, they're gargling up on the Tigers. Yeah, just like they did last year, and look what happened. Oh well. All right, what else is there? The heck? Oh. I'm telling you, beagles are some nosy, nosy puppers. Huh? Are you a nosy dog? Huh? Hey, what you doing? Huh? Freaking dogs. Tell you what. Okay, let's check Twitter real quick. Eh, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because this dog is really getting on my nerves. I think that dog is gonna steal something. They'll freaking take a sock or something and run out of the door with it. Had to chase him down. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up and have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow for what should be a very fun Cavs stream. So help to. And also, we might be getting some guys back tomorrow too. That'd be cool. You know, Dean Wade possibly returning. I know he made the trip to Brooklyn. That'd be fun. All right. See you guys next time when LeBron gets his hair back. Okay. Won't be back for a while. Back to the Cavs for a potential buyout candidate. Fell out last two roster spots. I haven't even heard about what happened with Chetty. I think he's playing overseas or something. I like the fact that the Guardians are trying to load up on pitching. Too. You know, it's kind of funny because we kind of need another bat. But it's like, they're like, well, I mean, doesn't matter what your offense does if you don't give up runs. You can't lose if you give up no runs. But I like how they're fortifying the depth, which is big. Because they know how injuries happen and they don't want to be caught with their pants down again. And look what happened a couple years ago, right? We don't want to see that again. I don't want to see like a JC Mejia. Ugh. I mean, God, let me look and see exactly what went down that year. Because what was it, like 2021? When our pitching fell apart? I think it was, wasn't it? Our pitching literally like fell apart and on itself. Here we go. 2021 Cleveland Guardians roster. All right. I think it was 2020. There we go. Let's look at this. Okay. Yeah, it'd be 2021 stats. Okay, let's take a look at this. All right. I think this was the year where our pitching fell off. Yeah, Cavs signed Naquan Tomlin to a 10-day contract, which, funny enough, that 10-day contract first, or right around that time, what deadline is. Players who get bought out have until March 1st to sign with a new team to be eligible for the playoffs. And the Cavs only had until what? This weekend, like Friday, I believe it is, to sign somebody to get their roster to 14. So, this is a good way to, stave off the deadline and you can continue looking through the buyout market. All right, let's see here. So 2021. You look at starts, of course, Cal Quantrill, Play Suck, Zach, Bieber and Morgan all had starts. But then you also look, Hent just had 12 starts. Mejia had 11. Logan Allen, the other Logan Allen, had 11. And Phil Maton even had a start. We want to have that again, which is why they added pitching depth, like Jacob Junis, Vince Velasquez, Colby Allard. Right? They added those guys for that kind of situation. Not to mention Shane Bieber coming back, John Means too. He literally took a $1 million lottery ticket on John Means. If he comes back and he shoves like Matt Boyd did last year, they have that club option they could pick up, and he'll be here again for 2026 for a full season. Right? It's not a player option, it's a club option. If it was a player option and Means shoved, you know damn well he's not picking that sucker up and he's going to get a bigger bag elsewhere. But now it's like, with that club option, if he goes out there, he looks good with like a few months of action, because he's probably going to be back in August. You have August, or part of August, most likely, and then September, and hopefully a playoff push, like with Matt Boyd last year. And then, if he looks really good in the limited, outings, which he's probably only going to get maybe half a dozen or so outings, I think, right around there, depending on when he comes back. If he looks really good, they pick up the option. He'll be back for 26, get a full spring training. Hopefully his arm holds up. Full spring training, full season. Hopefully his arm holds up. And then, he can go out after 2026 and maybe get a much larger contract. And then when he does, he can look back and thank the Guardians pitching lab for revitalizing his career. And you know what else too? If he shoves and if Bieber goes out and cooks again, looking like pre-injury Bieber and Means, imagine being a pitcher coming off Tommy John and you see Matt Boyd, John Means, and Shane Bieber all coming off Tommy John, or in Bieber's case, come back, and they all look good. What do you think the perception of the Guardians will be if that happens? Oh, I have Tommy John surgery. I can go to the Guardians on a short-term deal. They help me, essentially come back strong, and I go out there, I shove, I get a good bag. They help me, revitalize my career. We'll be like the freaking rehab team for Tommy John pitchers. But, yeah, so that's pretty much all I got, guys. So with that being said, I will see you all tomorrow for Cavs and Nets. And then after that, yeah, we got mainly Cavs from here until March. That's what's crazy. I might do a Blue Jackets game if I'm bored enough. Of course, March Madness is coming up too. Might do some Buckeye games, and also I might even do some other NBA games. Now that the season is coming to a close, I gotta start getting used to these other lineups, these other rosters. So I'm gonna be doing some of these other big games as we get closer. We might do some Thunder games, some Celtic games, maybe a Laker game or two. We'll see what goes on, right? Not gonna be doing Cavs like all the way through. I might take another little semi break, couple days maybe. And we'll see what goes on. So with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow, and basketball is back tomorrow. Let's get it. With that being said, I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Cavs. See you guys tomorrow for Cavs basketball. Oh yeah. I'm out. Bye. Yeah.